Good morning students, Saira. Let's continue with chapter 8 decimals. In today's session, we are going to learn how to subtract the decimals. Children, the subtraction of decimals is like the subtraction of whole numbers. Only certain things we have to keep in mind. What are they? We have to keep the decimal points one below the other while subtracting the decimals. We have to write the numbers, decimal numbers, such a way that the decimal points come one below the other. And wherever required, we have to add zeros like here to make the decimal numbers like decimals. And we have to write them according to the place values, and then we can subtract like we subtract the whole numbers. So here we have 12.450 minus 8.197. So we have done the subtraction, and what do we get? We get 4.253. We start the subtraction from extreme right. So 0 borrows 1 from hundreds and it becomes 10. 10 minus 7 becomes 3. The 5 in hundreds place has become 4. So 4 minus 9 we cannot do. Again it borrows 1 from tens. And here it becomes 14. 14 minus 9 becomes 5. Then we have 3 in tens place. So 3 minus 1 becomes 2. Then we write the decimal point, and then we move on to ones place. Again in ones we have 2. 8 cannot be subtracted from 2. So 1 is borrowed from tens and it becomes 12. So 12 minus 8 becomes 4. So the answer is 4.253. Now here let's once again see what are the steps involved in subtraction of decimals. So first we have to write the decimal numbers according to their place values, and we have to put zeros wherever necessary in order to make the decimals like decimals. Okay, that means they should have equal number of decimal places. And then we can subtract the decimal numbers just like the subtraction of whole numbers. So here we have one more example, 537.7 minus 253.13. So here we have added one 0 here so that we have like decimals. So 537.70 minus 253.13. So we start the subtraction from extreme right, from hundreds place, isn't it? Here we have 0. So 1 will be borrowed from tens and it becomes 10. So 10 minus 3 becomes 7. Now we have 6 left in tens. So 6 minus 1 becomes 5. Then we put the decimal point, then move on to ones place. In ones place we have 7. 7 minus 3 becomes 4. Then in tens place we have 3. 5 cannot be subtracted from 3. We borrow 1 from hundreds and it becomes 13. So 13 minus 5 becomes 8, and here we move on to hundreds, and 4 minus 2 it becomes 2. So the answer we get is 284.57. Children, let's start solving the exercise problems of exercise 8.6. Question 1, subtract A 18.25 from 20.75. That means 20.75 minus 18.25. So we write them like this according to the place values, aligning the decimal points, isn't it? Both are like decimals, so no need to add zeros. Now we start subtracting from the extreme right. 5 minus 5 becomes 0. Then we move on to tens place. 7 minus 2 becomes 5. Then we put the decimal point, move on to ones place. In ones place we have 0, so we borrow 1 from hundreds. So it becomes 10, and 10 minus 8 becomes 2. And here nothing is left because 1 we have borrowed from hundreds. So 1 minus 1 becomes 0. So what is the answer that we get? It is 2.50. B, 200 202.54 meters from 250 meters. That means 250 meters minus 202.54 meters. So, in order to make them like decimals, we write 250 as 250.00 meters minus 202.54 meters. Then we subtract them. So, here we have in hundreds place 0. So, 1 will be borrowed from tens. Again in tens we have 0. So, tens also it borrows 1 from ones, and ones also we have 0. So, it borrows 1 from tens. So, ultimately we have 10 in hundreds place. So, 10 minus 4 becomes 6, and we have 9 in tens place. So, 9 minus 5 becomes 4. Then we put the decimal point, then move on to ones place. In ones we have 9, 9 minus 2 becomes 7, and in tens place we have 4, 4 minus 0 becomes 4, and in hundreds we have 2, 2 minus 2 becomes 0. So, what is the answer that we get? It is 47.46. C. 5.36 from 8.40. So, we have 8.40 minus 5.36. Both are like decimals. So, we just write them according to the place values like this and start subtraction. So, we start subtracting from extreme right, from hundreds place. So, here we have 0. So, 1 we can borrow from tens and it becomes 10. So, 10 minus 6 becomes 4. Now, we have in tens we have 3. So, 3 minus 3 becomes 0. Then we put the decimal point, move on to ones place. In ones we have 8. So, 8 minus 5 becomes 3. So, the answer we get is 3.04. Next, D. 2.051 kilometers from 5.206 kilometers. So, we write it like this: 5.206 kilometers minus 2.051 kilometer. We place them like this according to their place values. We should always keep in mind that the decimal points are aligned, alright, and then we start subtracting from thousands place. Here we have in thousands place 6, 6 minus 1 becomes 5. Move on to the hundreds place. Here we have 0. So, 1 is borrowed from tens and 10 minus 5 becomes 5. Now, we are left with 1 in tens. So, 1 minus 0 becomes 1. Then put the decimal point, move on to ones place. 5 minus 2 becomes 3. So, the answer we get is 3.155 kilometers. E. 0.314 kg from 2.107 kg. So, it is 2.107 kg minus 0.314 kg. They are both like decimals. We write them like this and start subtraction from the thousands place. 7 minus 4 becomes 3. In hundreds we have 0. So, we borrow 1 from tens and we get 10 here in hundreds place. So, 10 minus 1 becomes 9. Now, we are left with 0 in tens place. So, 0 minus 3 cannot be done. So, we borrow 1 from here from ones and it becomes 10. So, 10 minus 3 becomes 7. Then we put the decimal point, move on to ones place. 1 minus 0 becomes 1. So, the answer we get is 1.793 kg. Next, question number 2. Again, we have to do the subtraction. It is given directly. A. 9.756 minus 6.28. We have unlike decimals here. So, we add 0 here to this number 6.28, we make it 6.280. Now we have both the decimals which are like decimals. Now we can subtract easily. We write them like this in columns according to the place value. Start subtraction from extreme right, that means from the thousands place here. So 6 minus 0, we have 0. Then we move on to hundredths place. Here we have 5. So we borrow 1 from tenths and it becomes 15. 15 minus 8, we get 7. Let's move on to the tens place. Here we get 6 here. So 6 minus 2 becomes 4. Then put the decimal point. Move on to the ones place. Here we have 9 minus 6. So we get 3 here. So the answer we get is 3.476. Now B, 21.05 minus 15.27, both are like decimals. We just write them according to the place values and start the subtraction. But we have to see and look at the numbers, and we have to borrow if necessary. So here 7, we start subtraction from the hundredths place. We have 5 here. 7 cannot be subtracted from 5. We borrow 1 from tenths, so it becomes 15. 15 minus 7, we get 8. Now in tenths we have 9. So 9 minus 7 becomes 9 minus 2 becomes 7. Then we put the decimal. Then move on to the ones place. Here we have 10. We have got all this numbers 10, 9 in tens place, in ones place 10 by borrowing. So 10 minus 5 becomes 5 here, and in tens place we have 1 minus 1, so it is 0. So the answer that we get is 5.78. Next we have 18.5 minus 6.79. So to make them like decimals, we write 18 as 18.50 and we have 6.79. So we can write them like this in columns according to the place values, aligning the decimal points, and start subtraction from extreme right. So we have here in hundredths place we have 0, 0 minus 9, we cannot subtract. So we borrow 1 from tenths and it becomes 10. So 10 minus 9, we get 1. Move on to the tens place. We have 14 here. So 14 minus 7 becomes 7, isn't it? 14, how it has become 14? Because we have borrowed 1 from ones place, isn't it? We have borrowed 1 from ones place, so it becomes 14. So now we have in ones place we have 7 minus 6, so we get 1 here, and in tens place we have 1. So 1 minus 0, we assume that here we have nothing, means we have 0 here. So 1 minus 0 becomes 1. So the answer that we get is 11.71. Next is 11.6 minus 9.847. So in order to make them like decimals, we write 11.6 as 11.600 minus 9.847. Now we place them like this and start subtraction from here. Now we have 0 in thousands place, in hundreds place also we have 0. So we subtract by borrowing the numbers. So the 0 in tens thousands place, it becomes 10. So 10 minus 7 becomes 3, and 1 is borrowed. So in hundreds place we have 9. 9 minus 4 becomes 5. Then in tens place we have 5. We have borrowed here 1 from ones place, so it becomes 15. 15 minus 8 becomes 7. Then we put the decimal, move on to the ones place. Here we have 10. So 10 minus 9 becomes 9. So ultimately the answer that we get is 1.753. Students, you can observe that we are doing the subtraction by borrowing as we do in whole numbers. Just in place of decimal point, you have to put the decimal point. Otherwise, the subtraction is similar to the subtraction of whole numbers. Now, let's move on to question number 3. It's a word problem. Raju bought a book for rupees 35.65. He gave rupees 50 to the shopkeeper. How much money did he get back from the shopkeeper? So, the cost of the book is 35.65 rupees, 35.65, and how much was paid by Raju to the shopkeeper? It was rupees 50. So, how much money he will get? We have to subtract 35.65 from 50. So, money got back by him is rupees 50 minus rupees 35.65. So, in order to make them like decimals, 50 can be written as 50.00 and we have 35.65. So, we place them in columns like this and we subtract. So, what do we get? We get 14.35 rupees 14.35 as the money that he got back from the shopkeeper. Now, next question number 5. Tina had 20 meters 5 centimeters long cloth. She cuts 4 meters 50 centimeters length of cloth from this for making a curtain. How much cloth is left with her? So, what was the total length of cloth which Tina had? It is 20 meter 5 centimeters. That means it is 20.05 meters, isn't it? Because 5 centimeters is equal to 0.5 meters. Now, length of the cloth cut by her to stitch for making a curtain is 4 meter 50 centimeters. That means it is 4.50 meters, isn't it? So, how much cloth, what is the length of cloth left with her? It is 20.05 meters minus 4.50 meters. So, here we have placed them in columns like this according to the place value and did the subtraction. So, from the extreme right we do the subtraction. 5 minus 0 becomes 5 in hundredths place. Then we move on to tenths place. Here we have 0 minus 5 which cannot be done. So, 1 is borrowed from 1's place and it becomes 10. So, 10 minus 5 becomes 5. Then we put the decimal, move on to 1's place. In 1's place again we have 0. So, 1 has been borrowed from 10's place, it has become 10, and from 10 again we have given 1 to the 10's place. So, it becomes 9. So, 9 minus 4 becomes 5 and in 10's place we have 1. So, the answer is 15.55 meters. So, the length of cloth left with her is 15.55 meters. Question number 6. Namita travels 20 kilometers 50 meters every day. Out of this, she travels 10 kilometers 200 meters by bus and the rest by auto. How much distance does she travel by auto? So, what is the distance she travels daily? It is 20 kilometers 50 meters, or we can write it as 20.050 kilometers, isn't it? Because 50 meters is equal to 0.050 kilometers. So, it is 20.050 kilometers. Now, the distance travelled by her by bus is 10 kilometers 200 meters, or we can write it as 10.200 kilometers. So, what is the distance travelled by auto? It is 20.050 meters minus 10.200 it is 20.050 kilometers minus 10.200 kilometers. So, we have done the subtraction here like this by placing them in according to the place values, aligning the decimal points. From the extreme right, we start the subtraction. 0 minus 0 becomes 0, 5 minus 0 in hundreds place becomes 5. Then in tens place we have 0 minus 2. So 1 has to be borrowed from ones place. From ones also, in ones also we have 0. So again from tens 1 is borrowed. So from the 10 in ones place we get 1 to tens place. So it becomes 10. 10 minus 2 becomes 8. Now we put the decimal, move on to ones place. In ones we have 9. So 9 minus 0 becomes 9, and in tens place we have 1 minus 1, that is 0. So what is the distance travelled by her by auto is 9.850 kilometers. Question number 7. Akash bought vegetables weighing 10 kgs. Out of these 3 kg 500 grams is onions, 2 kg 75 grams is tomatoes, and the rest is potatoes. So what is the weight of potatoes? So the total weight purchased by Akash is 10 kilograms, isn't it? And weight of onions is 3 kgs 500 grams, that means it can be written as 3.500 kg. And the weight of tomatoes bought by him is 2 kg 75 grams, that means it is 2.075 kg. So to get the weight of potatoes, what should we do? We should first add the weight of onions and tomatoes, and the sum has to be subtracted from total weight of the vegetables bought by Akash. Let's see how we do this. So the weight of potatoes is weight of vegetables minus weight of onions plus weight of tomatoes. So what is the weight of vegetables? It is 10 kilograms minus weight of onions 3.500 kilograms plus weight of tomatoes 2.075 kilograms. So we get 10.00 kilograms minus 5.575 kilograms. So here we have added them. First we have to add the weight of the onions and weight of tomatoes. So we get 5.575, isn't it? Then from 10 kgs we have to subtract 5.575 kilograms. So we have done the subtraction like this. Here we write the numbers, the decimals according to the place values, and subtracting from the thousands place, what we get? We get 4.425, isn't it? So the weight of potatoes that we get is 4.425 kilograms. Children, one question is given as homework. Rani had rupees 18.50. She bought one ice cream for rupees 11.75. How much money does she have now? So you have to solve this problem on your own. With this, we come to the end of this session, and the chapter decimals is over. In our next session, we will start a new chapter. Thank you.